FAMILYPRENEURSHIP. Courage and the greatest among you. Issues of succession in family businesses vary from one place to the other. Although passing the company to the eldest male tends to be the general rule. In our part of the world, that holds particularly true and remains a largely uncontested truism dictating the handover from one generation to the next. Being the youngest of 7 siblings and the third son, I would never have been considered to lead the family business had my father applied the accepted mechanism for succession. But in fact, my father chose an untraditional and what many in Saudi Arabia may have considered even a shocking route. He relied on the family protocol he had established, in which the spirit of the greatest among you rule is very much present. And instead of choosing the eldest son, looked to identify and appoint the fittest leader. Doing away with cultural demands left him free to appoint someone who would be able to maintain the balance of giving, earning, and sustaining while also growing the business. My brothers and sisters were all in agreement when he courageously chose me as the new leader. Naming me as CEO did not mean that I was smarter, more qualified, or even more ambitious than they were. What my father identified in me was the right combination of attitude, skills, and knowledge that would be of utmost benefit to the business. Years later, when I was called to serve in the public sector, I had to make the same decision my father had made and appoint a new chairman to take over the business. There were easier and less controversial choices I could have made, but I knew I needed to summon the courage to choose the greatest for that moment. I appointed a well-known leader from the private sector, someone who happened to be a non-family member, to take over the group until my return in late 2011. This ties very well with one of the principal concepts governing the family protocol and its existence as a tool for family sustainability. That is, the involvement of family members in business. In our efforts to attract the greatest, we remain skeptical of having family members working in the business because it leads to a host of potential complications. Namely, an underperforming family member cannot be fired without causing a rift in the personal relationship. And so we encourage family members to explore other areas of professional achievement and leave the running of the business to the fittest people outside the family. 7 In this way, we maintain the harmony of the family and ensure that the business is supported by the greatest among us.